Hey, welcome to 2025. I don't know what the day may hold in store for you. If it's vacating, recreating, resting, or whatever, some of you may have to work, whatever it is, I hope that you get exactly what you want out of today. The week has brought some surprises unexpectedly. I try not to run West Virginia down your throats. You may see me with a West Virginia hat on or West Virginia shirt on in the video, but I don't mention that. I don't mention my home state every day and probably not every week. But man, I need to mention it today because we got a huge surprise yesterday. West Virginia went into Fog Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas, and won a basketball game for the first time ever. And going back to our history in the Big 12, which I don't even know how far back that is, but John Beilein may have taken some good teams into Kansas. Bob Huggins took some good teams into Kansas. Occasionally, that was a top 10 matchup between two top 10 teams, and every time Kansas came out victorious. And so that was always frustrating. We tend to not like teams who beat up on us a lot. That's why a lot of people don't like Carolina, or a lot of people don't like Duke, because those teams win a lot, and they may feel that way about other teams. I don't like Penn State in football, and it's not because of anything. It's certainly not because of how they play or how good they are. It's because they always beat us. In the last 80 years, how many times has my team beaten Penn State in football? That many. That many. It's not a good run. So I didn't like Kansas. Still don't like Kansas, and part of that was have never beaten them at their house. In fact, had lost to them 11 out of the last 13 times. So we didn't beat them at our house very often either. But yesterday, with things stacked against us, blew out tires on our jet. And so late leaving Morgantown or Clarksburg, wherever they flew out of, late getting into Lawrence, Kansas, 12 hours before tip-off, and still needed to eat, still needed to sleep, still needed to shoot around. But got all that in. Two of our top three scorers out with injuries. End of the day, we were a 13-point favorite. Nobody thought that we were going to beat Kansas, except the guys playing the game and the head guy coaching the game, and they did. They just put up some good defense. Kansas shot poorly, and West Virginia won the game. So very, very exciting. The lesson is this: James 4:14 says, "You don't know what may happen tomorrow." It goes on to say, "What is even your life? It's a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away." As we enter a new year, here's the thing to remember: you don't know what this new year holds. Um, it could be a catastrophic year. It could be a problematic year. We don't look for those kind of things. We don't forecast those things. We don't expect those kinds of things, but we ought to be prepared for those kinds of things. Could be the greatest year you've ever had. There could be people you've been praying for decades to trust Christ who may get saved this year. Your church may be in store for the best year it's ever had. There are all kinds of things that could happen this year. The Lord could come back this year, even today. And so we would love to see him come. But the reality is this: we don't know what's going to happen. And so we need to live every day as if it were our last. Live every day in faithfulness. Live every day in obedience. Live every day in expectation of what God is going to do. Because, hey, just like an unexpected win in a basketball game, there are several things much more serious going on in our lives than basketball. And I hope 2025 will be a great year for you. I hope those things that you are most praying for will come to fruition this year. And if I can help you in any way today, this week, into the new year, don't hesitate to reach out, because it'll be my pleasure to do anything in the spiritual side of things, to listen, to talk, to read, to pray, whatever it might be to help you in your spiritual journey. I hope you will have a great rest of your day, January 1st, a great first week leading into the 5th of January, the first Sunday of the new year, into the new month and into this new year, all for God's glory. I hope you'll have a great one. Take care and God bless.